water doesn't dissolve?
You're correct. It doesn't really dissolve, but that is also another reason molecularly why it doesn't work. We'll get into that. Anybody else? Yeah.
It doesn't dissolve, but then like the cornstarch, it makes a chemical reaction with the water, then it forms a colloid.
Einstein.
Yes. Oh yeah. How's the colloid work though?
What do you mean? Alright, so I got this, man.
Yeah, you do, David. Yeah, you do. You got it. You got it. Read the board. Read the board.
Because
I mean, colloid, sure, but then milk is a colloid too, right?
Can you put it here?
I can drink it.
oh, he wants you to drink this. Great. So
Like
it
yours,
becomes
not
a
sour.
liquid,
No, not.
and then after it like
It's fine.
it becomes a solid, and then when you leave it alone, it becomes a liquid.
Kind of a half.
Guys, listen.
This is milk, not cornstarch.
How does Einstein do
What's going on?
I would not advise just tell water too. Alright, so now, as you said, it is based on a molecular level about the colloidal suspension, right? But that doesn't explain everything. After all, milk is a colloid too, right? And does everyone know what a colloid is? A colloid. So, just lightly speaking, a colloid is really just, it's a sort of mixture in which you have molecules of one kind and molecules of another kind, and you mix them together, but they don't really dissolve. What happens is that the cornstarch here is only just cut up into little bits, little molecules, right? And they form a very, very similar package with the water. And milk is actually very similar to this, except for the fact that now I can actually, I just swirl it around, I can poke through it, and nothing happens, right? And that happens due to the spacing of the molecules. Because in milk, the sugar is lactose. But that also that dissolves. So there's no problem with that. It behaves just like a Newtonian fluid. However, the thing that you have, which is oobleck, the starch does not dissolve. Instead, it has to form it has to form a kind of a compound where the molecules can't really slide past each other if you apply too much force. Because remember, when you were trying to punch it or slap it, it didn't really go through, right? That's because the amount of force you put in was so sudden that the molecules just couldn't move past each other. But then if you put it in very slowly and kind of dug in your hand very gradually, you'll see that it was able to go act like a liquid. And that's because then the molecules have time to just really shift very slightly through shear pressure.
When does it turn solid? Does it ever turn like completely solid?
That's an interesting question because solid is really, we use solid to classify when it will not shift back usually. So I guess you can have a viscosity that's very similar to that of solid, but almost it will never maintain its viscosity as a solid unless you keep on punching it. And also keep in mind, you can try to ask some of my friends and help you out.
Who brought it up?
All right. Very popular.